everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maticus Valentine Cole. Been a while, yeah, but isn't that always part of the course? But sometimes the way life goes, Well, it did, and it happens, but I'm here now. So, hey. All right. Well, today's topic, as you can tell by your very well crafted command of the English language, and of course, you know how to read, one hopes. It's a topic that came today from my friend Marina, who said, Matt, how do you define being a boss? Well, most things have a single definition. Some define being a boss as simply being an employer with subordinates underneath you, someone you can guide and teach, and whenever they stray, whoop their ass like a boss. That's the common. The more subtle common is that sometimes being a boss means that you're the person who takes charge in a situation. People are going left and right. They don't know where to go. But the one person who's decisive and knows where to go and will lead others to the direction in which they all want to end up and be, that person's acting like a boss. Then there's the third definition. And I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Third definition, someone who just keeps it real. No matter what is said, no matter what is done, they will all tell you what they're saying. And they'll tell you how it's done. No matter if it's right, whether it's wrong, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's this, whether it's that, it is what it is. And that attitude is being a boss. Except, I respectfully disagree. Sometimes, when we're out there keeping it real, when we're out there being a boss, we forget about the other ingredients into what actually makes a boss a boss. Number one, respect. And a lot of people think that respect begins and ends with you respecting yourself. And though self respect is important, it's not the only thing there is. You got to have respect for others. And whether those others happen to be the people that work for you, or people that work with you, or maybe the people who work above you, they deserve respect because they've earned it. You've got someone who sits next to you throughout the day and they're getting to work on time. They're working hard. They're not screwing around. They're doing what they got to do. Well, that person, even though they're not in charge, that's being a boss. Having enough humility to take pride in a job well done, and more importantly, a job well earned. That's being a boss. On the flip side, though, there's a lot of people, and we all know them, who think being a boss ain't nothing more or less than just not giving a fuck about nothing but what they think. It's not being a boss. That's being calcified. It's being closed-minded. Don't get me wrong. If you've got self-confidence, that is important, but it's not all important. You want to be a boss? It's not about how much respect you get. It's about how much respect you give. In relationships, being a boss means that you are engaging in activities that encourage partnership, inequality, that builds trust, that builds balanced rapport. That's being a boss. Taking the good with the bad, that's being a boss. And not being the cause of imbalance, mistrust, that's being a boss. When it comes to your professional life, when it comes to your job, whether or not you work a traditional 9 to 5 or you're a straight up commission worker 72 hours a week, or whether you are a person who just works whenever the opportunity arises, well, then being a boss is simply defined as get your ass to work on time. Being a boss means having enough humility to follow the directions of those who are in a position above you. Maybe not in life, but if they sign your check, respect that. Respect them. That is being a boss. Respecting your boss makes you a boss of a kind, of a type. But if sometimes you are late for work and you don't let nobody know, that's not being a boss. It's being a punk. You decide to quit your job and not let anybody know, and leaving people who are in a position to be in charge of you to not know if you're okay, if there's an issue, or something else is going on. You don't let them know. You just gotta go, whatever, and just split. Whatever is not equal to a boss. That's a punk. What it really boils down to, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and my sisters, my sons and my daughters, my apples and my oranges, the light in my day-lit sky, the moonbeams in my sun-strewn night. Being a boss is having enough respect to give respect as much as the respect that you yourself demand. We're all human. We all do the things that we need to do, and we all struggle to make it through the day. Whether it's the tremendous fatigue brought on by those Monday mornings, or the eager anticipation of getting the hell out of the office come Friday night. You gotta have enough respect for yourself and respect for your environment and respect for those people around you. Because in the game of life, there really is only one boss, and it is He who created us. And if you don't believe in creation, well, then fine. Well, then, then be a boss, knowing that you are still responsible for living your life in a way contributory to a positive effect in a balanced environment. If you do that, and you can do that without being asked, in my opinion, you a boss. All right. Well, thank you, Marina, for the question. I appreciate that. And I hope everyone has a fantastic Monday. If you like this video, give it a liker, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if this is your first time here, hey, welcome. Subscribe. Subscribe, bitch. Subscribe, share. Then, as always, keep the shadows at your feet and forever out of your heart. I loves you. I appreciate you. Laters.